this. The words returned at 9 a.m. Her closet door slid open softly, filling light along the hem. A row of dresses caught the sunlight, colors shifting clean and bright. She held one up, then chose another, changing patterns in the light. She brushed her hair beside the mirror, tracing strands in gentle flow. Her breathing paused between two motions as a memory whispered low. First the low, past thrill, present past. Why am I like this? The phrase repeated through her mind, his voice returned in quiet fragments, warm and steady, low and kind. His subtle smile shaped distant hours, rain-soaked nights and silver skies. His steady tone from last week's session lingered close in quiet ties. She tried a blouse in softer color, but neat with measured care, then stopped mid-motion, asking lightly, why am I like this, standing here? And the morning shaped her shifting rhythm, falling bright across the floor. Every folded shirt revealed a moment, bringing thoughts she held before. As she whispered to the silent mirror, tracing outlines in her eyes. Through her steady breath, the words kept forming. Past thrill, present thoughts. Why am I like this?
Why am I like this? The words returned at 9 a.m. Her closet door slid open softly, filling light along the hem. A row of dresses caught the sunlight, colors shifting clean and bright. She held one up, then chose another, changing patterns in the light. She brushed her hair beside the mirror, tracing strands in gentle flow. Her breathing paused between two motions as a memory whispered low. Foreseen, past thrill, present thoughts. Why am I like this? The phrase repeated through her mind. His voice returned in quiet fragments, warm and steady, low and kind. His subtle smile shaped distant hours, rain-soaked nights and silver skies. His steady tone from last week's session lingered close in quiet ties. He tried a blouse in softer color, but neat with measured care, then stopped mid-motion, asking lightly, why am I like this, standing here? And the morning shaped her shifting rhythm, falling bright across the floor. Every folded shirt revealed a moment, bringing thoughts she held before. As she whispered to the silent mirror, tracing outlines in her eyes. Through her steady breath, the words kept forming. Past thrill, present thoughts. Why am I like this? very curly. The name moved softly in his mind. He paced the hallway near his office, tracing footsteps left behind. Her quiet smile from last week's session rose in fragments through the day. He set his files along the table, trying hard to look away. Badly, dirty. Badly, 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 da da. Badly, badly, da 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 da. Da 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 da. The echo slipped into his notes, returning voice from past reflections hung in place around his coat. He touched the frame beside the window, straightened pictures on the wall. Every motion drew reminders of a moment he recalls. Oh, he whispered low and steady breathing. Should I travel once again? The morning clock aligned its ticking, marking thoughts he held within. Ba-da-ba-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Whispered low and steady breathing. Should I travel once again? The morning clock aligned its ticking, marking thoughts he held within. He lifted shape to quiet rhythm, filling space with gentle air. Every heartbeat matched his footsteps, falling soft along the stair. As he reached to close the morning folder, calm returned in measured plea. Through his quiet breath the words kept forming. Bradley, Bradley, stay steady, be me. Pa-da-da-da-da. Pa-da-da-da-da. His smile, her smile, the moment opened with the door. She stepped gently into the office, light unfolding on the floor. He rose slightly from his seated posture, letting quiet warmth appear. A subtle curve shaped near his features, soft as morning drawing near. She answered lightly with a greeting, formed by lips in simple glow. Her quiet smile held bright reflection, framing lines he used to know. The silence rested in the space there, holding both in gentle sway. Their eyes aligned for several heartbeats, pausing time in muted gray. To move a chair beside her, hands composed and steady frame. Though neither spoke the inner question, both felt something shift in name. A soft rhythm filled the office corners, drawn from breathing calm and mild. And in that stillness thoughts repeated, his smile, her smile. And the daylight shaped a tender quiet, falling smooth across the room. Every silent beat became a language, drifting softly through the gloom. As they faced each other without speaking, worlds aligned in subtle style. Through the holding air, the words kept forming. His smile, her smile, her smile.
What will his answer be? The question lingered in her mind. She traced the book along her fingers, edges trembling in a line. I never saw that man again. Her voice grew quiet near the floor. I met someone through my family, and soon a marriage filled the door. A single tear slipped without warning, falling slow in gentle sway. She tried to speak another sentence, but the words fell far away. He watched her stillness from his chair there, breathing calm to hold his ground. The room stayed full of heavy silence, echoing without a sound. A tapping rise outside the doorway, nurse announcing next at 2. The moment cracked in quiet motion, breaking all she meant to do. She wiped the tear with steady fingers, formed a soft and gentle smile. Then I'll see you next week, doctor. Voice held tremor for a mile. He nodded once with subtle posture, warm light shaping his reply. I'll be here next week, he answered, eyes aligned but standing shy. In the hallway filled with muted footsteps, falling slow toward distant doors. Every quiet beat drew hidden questions, resting soft on inner floors. As she stepped into the fading sunlight, breathing thin in gentle plea, through her drifting thoughts the words kept forming. Next week, what will his answer be?
She walked beside the darkened stone line. Soft wind circled through the winter air. The quiet rocks held traces of the sunlight, resting like a gentle prayer. A drifting breeze drew silver through her outline, stirring faint warmth rising from the ground. She turned her face toward the open pathway, letting calmness gather around. And she smiled a little softer than calm and steady once again. Every moment felt a breath more open, carried through the softened wind. If the stone path stirred around our breathing, her nearness made the warmth begin. The shadow leaned along the weather ridges, was played. Each tender step she made beside the old wall formed a hush the sunlight made. I watched her lift her gaze toward the distance, letting silence settle true and slow. And in that peaceful road before me, everything felt warm to know. And she smiled a little softer then, calm and steady once again. Every moment felt a breath more open, carried through the softened wind. If the stone path stirred around our breathing, her nearness made the warmth begin. And she smiled made the warmth begin.
Can we talk about the book today? Her voice moved quiet through the air. She held the cover with both fingers, edges pressed with gentle care.
Yes, that's alright. Please speak comfortably today. His tone stayed calm with steady posture, hands folded in a simple way.
She looked down once before she answered, turning pages with her thumb.
The man who gave this at a bus stop,
I've wondered where he might be from. There was a night of heavy rainfall, cars moved fast along the street. I almost slipped beneath the awning, but someone stepped beside my feet. He stood between the splash of water and the place where I had stood. He took the brunt without a question, as if shielding me for good.
and on another day much later, we shared a seat upon a line.
He offered me this very volume, said it matched my age and time.
Her fingers tightened on the pages,
Holding still in quiet aim,
he met her gaze with gentle focus.
masking shift within the frame. I've carried this through all my seasons.
Voice aligned in a steady hook.
I'm listening. Tell me what you'd like about this man and this book. And the moment held its breathing softly, falling clear along the line. Every word she shaped grew tender, steady, tracing past and present time.
As she lifted eyes in quiet courage, holding memories she took.
Through the stillness formed the words returning. Today I'll tell his story with this book. She walked along the winter air. The open land stretched soft beneath her footsteps, quiet, wide, and still aware. A gentle gust drew silver through her outline, letting bright waves drift along her hair. She paused a moment on the sunlit ridgeline, breathing in the open there. And she stepped a little higher, then calm and steady once again. Every moment felt a shade more open, carried through the soft and wind. If the hillside stirred around our breathing, her nearness made the warmth begin. Her shadow fell across the quiet grasses, swaying softly where the breezes played. Each gentle move she made along the pathway formed a calm the sunlight made. I watched her stand within the flowing silence, letting stillness gather soft and true. And in that lifted world beside me, everything felt bright and new. And she stepped a little higher, then calm and steady once again. Every moment felt a shade more open, carried through the softened wind. If the hillside stirred around our breathing, her nearness made the warmth begin. And she stepped a little higher, then calm and steady once again. Every moment felt a shade more open, carried through the softened wind. If the hillside stirred around our breathing, her nearness made the warmth begin.
He paced within the altered timeline, footsteps circling in the glow. Who am I now inside this moment? If I met me, would I know? He scanned the quiet shifting corners, snow like dust in gentle fall. Maybe fear will rise to meet me, still that path may be my call. A silhouette stepped from the margin, same tall frame and steady tone. Their shadows crossed in careful balance, two soft echoes meeting bone. Are you me? Seems like it, yes, though you look wiser than I guess.
That's odd. You feel a little sharper.
And you seem calmer than the rest. Beside the fading lamplight, matching, breathing in a line, discussing ways to shift the timeline, guarding choices step by step design. When you return, avoid bold keep distance when you can, and never stand in falling water. True, but still that shaped our plan. And the timeline formed a double rhythm, falling bright in mirrored view. Every word exchange revealed a pathway, marking what they both must do. As the two stood facing one another, framing choices yet to be, one clear phrase kept rising in their senses. Bradley. The room stayed still in muted silver, files arranged in careful line. The small brass device lay on the table, marking hours left in time. He traced the rim with steady fingers, breathing slow to hold his aim. The choices made in younger moments did not lead her free from blame. He saw her eyes from recent sessions, a light revealing hidden trace. Her quiet smile began to notice parts of him within his face. Were he seen? He closed his notebook in the silence, letting dawn fall through the screen. 5 trips left in fading margin, less than what they used to mean. Bradley's decision, the words moved slow across the desk. This time, not for my emotions. This time, something more at risk. He stood up straight beside the window, watching early shadows glide. How do I guide her path with balance while the present waits outside? And the morning shaped his grounded breathing, falling soft in measured pace. Every heartbeat drew a clearer promise, holding firm in steady grace. Through the rising light he spoke the phrase that framed his coming mission's vision. This time, Bradley's decision. At 4 a.m. the streets were quiet, snowflakes drifting through the dark. He stepped back into the winter skyline, following a well-known mark. The bus stop shelter stood before him, glass panes shining soft and bright. Fresh new benches, cleaner metal lines of ads in colored light. He glanced once toward the old lamppost, polished steel in lifted glow. This looks different, crossed his thinking as he watched the falling snow. He waited there in gentle stillness, caught each footstep on the ground. But every passing breath and minute left the platform clear around. He turned along the same old corner where her cafe used to be, found a photo shop with flashing signage, frames and lenses on display. A giant screen above the buildings lit the sky in silver tone. Today Yesterday's top stories, year 2020, spoke a distant anchor's voice alone. His hand reached out toward the device there, small brass surface in his palm. Pressed the switch for shifting timelines, only silence answered calm. And in the snowfall traced a quiet pattern, falling slow through empty space. Every landmark seemed a step familiar, moved a little out of place as he stood between the years in stillness, watching flakes in gentle grace. One low phrase kept circling in his thinking. This is time out of place.
I can't find you. Snow fell softly at the station. Seats are empty under light. She looked across the frosted shelter, finding nothing in her sight. Her breath drew faint along the window. Her breath drew faint along the window. Footprints fading on the ground. Past and present, you're not here now. Whisper gently in the sound. At 11 near the quiet hallway, she approached his usual door. The nurse stepped out with lowered posture. He's not here today, I'm sorry, more. She stood still before the open doorway, chair left angled near the screen. Every note of yesterday's moment hung in there in subtle sheen. She touched her sleeve to wipe the teardrops, same soft motion from before. The past aligned with present shadows, tracing lines she'd seen once more. And suddenly the memory rose there, rainy bus stops, steady care. The man who shielded falling water held the same calm voice she'd hear. It was you, the man at the bus stop. You were the one I searched for. Her voice grew light and quiet, trembling, forming names she'd known before. And the timelines crossed in muted rhythm, falling slow in whispered air. Every moment curved toward meaning, reaching gently with her stare. As she breathed his name with dawning insight, drawing truth from memory sea. One soft phrase kept rising from her silence. Bradley, you were him, and you're not here with me.
He checked the notes before the hour, placed his pen along the line. The morning light crossed through the blinds there, marking shapes in simple sign. Entering, a quiet knock came through the doorway. Footsteps pausing at the frame. He raised his eyes in calm composure, meeting someone new by name. Observation. She stepped inside with gentle motion, held her bag with practiced care. Something in the room felt shifted, though he couldn't place it there. Stillness. He gestured softly toward the seating, set the file in open view. Her posture echoed something distant, yet the moment still felt new. Unfamiliar familiarity. He listened close to quiet rhythms, how she breathed before her words. A trace of something warm, familiar, moved like notes he hadn't heard. Professional tone. He spoke with steady, measured phrasing, clear and gentle, calm and plain. Take your time, he said with softness, share whatever's on your lane. Just a moment, neither knew the reason why the air held something mirrored, brushed like patterns passing by. In the quiet room, the daylight settled, falling smooth across their view. Every word began a simple story, starting fresh and cleanly new. Though the hour held a subtle echo, nothing hinted what would be. In that calm first step between two strangers, he just met her for the first time quietly. Slow months had passed in sequence, no turn, sunlight on the street. She walked the path beside the station, letting morning brush her feet. She glanced once to waiting shelter where a memory used to stay. Thank you for that gentle moment, whispered softly on her way. In her kitchen near the window, coffee warming in a cup. Children running through the hallway, filling daylight, lifting up. She tied her hair with simple motions, packed the lunches row by row. Traces from her younger seasons move like echoes, soft and slow. Simple motions, packed the lunches row by row. Traces from her younger seasons move like echoes, soft and slow. The college steps she once walked over met the rhythm of today. Two small versions of her memories folded neatly in her way. She paused a breath beside the mirror, saw her eyes reflect a trace of warmth like his might cross my lifetime once again in some new place. And the daylight shaped her steady footsteps, falling smooth and gentle sway. Every simple task became a rhythm, guiding her through each new day. As she moved within her quiet moments, holding warmth and memory stay. One small thought kept rising in her motion. I'm back to the everyday. Would you like a cup of coffee? The words moved gently through the room. He reached toward the small side counter, sunlight drifting in a bloom.
She held a book along her fingers, edges worn but kept with care. She nodded once with quiet motion. Thank you, yes, hung in the air.
He set the kettle on the heater,
Measured grounds in even lines,
the steady sound of pouring water
formed a rhythm through the signs.
She placed the book atop her notebook. A single title caught his sight, the same small book he once had given years ago in silver night.
She brushed the cover with her thumbprint,
Letting light across it glide,
he paused a moment in his stirring.
thoughts unfolding at his side.
She watched the steam lift near the window, curling soft and gentle sway. He set the cups on wooden table, choosing simple things to say.
Would you like a cup of coffee?
This time spoken soft and free.
Her quiet smile shaped warm acceptance.
Thank you, yes, that works for me. And the stillness held their breathing lightly, falling calm and steady glow through the rising steam. The words kept forming,
A coffee shared,
and something slow. What will his answer be? The question lingered in her mind. She traced the book along her fingers, edges trembling in a line. I never saw that man again. Her voice grew quiet near the floor. I met someone through my family, and soon a marriage filled the door. A single tear slipped without warning, falling slow in gentle sway. She tried to speak another sentence, but the words fell far away. He watched her stillness from his chair there, breathing calm to hold his ground. The room stayed full of heavy silence, echoing without a sound. walked in quiet motion, breaking all she meant to do. She wiped the tear with steady fingers, formed a soft and gentle smile. Then, I'll see you next week, doctor. Voice held tremor for a mile. He nodded once with subtle posture, warm light shaping his reply. I'll be here next week, he answered, eyes aligned but standing shy. And the hallway filled with muted footsteps falling slow toward distant doors. Every quiet beat drew hidden questions, resting soft on inner floors as she stepped into the fading sunlight, breathing thin and gentle plea through her drifting thoughts. The words kept forming. Next week, what will his answer be?
At 4 a.m. the streets were quiet, snowflakes drifting through the dark. He stepped back into the winter skyline, following a well-known mark. The bus stop shelter stood before him, glass panes shining soft and bright. Fresh new benches, cleaner metal, lines of ads in colored light. He glanced once toward the older lamppost, polished steel and lifted glow. This looks different, crossed his thinking as he watched the falling snow. He waited there in gentle stillness, caught each footstep on the ground, but every passing breath and minute left the platform clear around. He turned along the same old corner where a cafe used to be, found a photo shop with flashing singing age frames and lenses on display. A giant screen above the buildings lit the sky in silver tone. Today's top stories, year 2020, spoke a distant anchor's voice alone. His hand reached out toward the device there, small brass surface in his palm. Pressed the switch for shifting timelines, only silence answered calm. And the snowfall traced a quiet pattern, falling slow through empty space. Every landmark seemed a step familiar, moved a little out of place as he stood between the years in stillness, watching flakes in gentle grace. One low phrase kept circling in his thinking: this is time out of place. The room stayed still in muted silver, files arranged in careful line. The small brass device lay on the table, marking hours left in time. He traced the rim with steady fingers, slow to hold his air. The choices made in younger moments did not lead her free from blame. He saw her eyes from recent sessions, light revealing hidden trace. Her quiet smile began to notice parts of him within his face. He closed his notebook in the silence, letting dawn fall through the screen. 5 trips left in fading margin, less than what they used to mean. Bradley's decision, the words move slow across the desk. This time not for my emotions, this time something more at risk. He stood up straight beside the window, watching early shadows glide. How do I guide her path with balance while the present waits outside? And the morning shaped his grounded breathing, falling soft in measured pace. Every heartbeat drew a clearer promise, holding firm in steady grace. Through the rising light he spoke the phrase that framed his coming mission's vision. This time, Bradley's decision.
Returned at 9 a.m. Her closet door slid open softly, filling light along the hem. A row of dresses caught the sunlight, colors shifting clean and bright. She held one up, then chose another, changing patterns in the light. She brushed her hair beside the mirror, tracing strands in gentle flow. Her breathing paused between 2 motions as a memory whispered low. Past thrill, present thoughts, why am I like this? The phrase repeated through her mind. His voice returned in quiet fragments, warm and steady, low and kind. His subtle smile shaped distant hours, rain-soaked nights and silver skies. His steady tone from last week's session lingered close in quiet ties. a blouse in softer color, button neat with measured care. Then stop mid-motion, asking lightly, why am I like this, standing here? And the morning shaped her shifting rhythm, falling bright across the floor. Every folded shirt revealed a moment, bringing thoughts she held before. As she whispered to the silent mirror, tracing outlines in her eyes, through her steady breath the words kept forming. Past thrill, present thoughts, why am I like this?
He checked the notes before the hour, placed his pen along the line. The morning light crossed through the blinds there, marking shapes in simple sign. A quiet knock came through the doorway, footsteps pausing at the frame. He raised his eyes in calm composure, meeting someone new by name. She stepped inside with gentle motion, held her bag with practiced care. Something in the room felt shifted, though he couldn't place it there. Stillness. He gestured softly toward the seating, set the file in open view. Her posture echoed something distant, yet the moment still felt new. Unfamiliar, familiarity. He listened close to quiet rhythms, how she breathed before her words, a trace of something warm, familiar, moved like notes he hadn't heard. He spoke with steady, measured phrasing, clear and gentle, calm, plain. Take your time, he said with softness. Share whatever's on your lane. And though their eyes met just a moment, neither knew the reason why the air held something mirrored, brushed like patterns passing by. In the quiet room, the daylight settled, falling smooth across their view. Every word began a simple story, starting fresh and cleanly new. Though the hour held a subtle echo, nothing hinted what would be in that calm first step between two strangers. He just met her for the first time quietly.